Soulja Boy has created a new game console that he is marketing and selling. And honestly, this is one of the tamer news stories about gaming in recent weeks, so that's fun, and we'll jump into that in a second.
Yeah, so with the Game Awards taking place this week, news from the world of video games has been cranking back up after about 3 solid months of just steady releases from all the big major studios. If you've watched the Game Awards at all since its inception back in 2014, you're probably already aware that while giving out awards to games is certainly part of the show, the ceremony is basically a way for companies to build hype around the next year of gaming by debuting trailers and announcing new features for games that have previously been released and debuting Shik's brand new Hydrobot 2, it's coming, baby.
But as is the case with most things that are supposed to remain secret until they're officially announced during gaming's big night.
Big night.
There are always leaks, and people find out about certain exclusives a bit earlier than they probably should have. Now, okay, Soulja Boy dropping a new game console probably wasn't something that was going to take center stage at these awards, and we'll definitely talk about the stuff that's leaked early that was supposed to be saved for the event. But for now, we are sure that you are far more curious about the fact that Soulja Boy is not only still around, but has apparently launched a console. So let's just talk about that really quick.
First off, who is Soulja Boy, you might be asking? Well, Soulja Boy is a rapper who created the hit song Crank That back in 2007.
It's the Superman that, oh!
Yeah. And turns out he's actually a pretty avid gamer, attending events like E3 and others over the years. Not that that's really surprising to anyone, because everyone plays video games pretty much, especially people who grew up in the 90s and 2000s like Soulja Boy did. But what's this with him releasing a console? Is Soulja Boy an inventor?
Well, Elliot, technically, it's 2 consoles.
Wow.
And yes, they're real, and they're officially titled the Soulja Game Console and Soulja Game Handheld.
Great name. Great brand.
The Soulja Game Console is now listed on his official website. It kind of looks like a sort of knockoff Xbox One, and it's currently on sale for $149, and that's marked down from $199. It's okay.
Great deal.
It comes with over 800 pre-installed games that come from various consoles in the past, like the PlayStation, the Neo Geo, Sega, Game Boy Advance, and even the NES. And its marketing materials, they show off a controller that looks almost identical to the one that you would find packaged with any era of PlayStation console, alongside images of characters from games like Tomb Raider and Tekken.
Wow.
I'm sure that the rights were secured at some point. Secured.
Must have some great lawyers over there. Even more impressive is the Soulja Game Handheld, which features a full-color 3-inch display and comes loaded with 3,000 built-in games from systems like the ones that we previously mentioned, as well as games from the Switch, the 3DS, the Vita, the Game Boy Color, and the original Game Boy.
Now, they say that on the website. I didn't check all 3,000 titles to see which ones were from the Switch, but getting a Switch game on this, impressive, Soulja Boy.
I mean, if Soulja Boy says so, I have no reason not to trust
Soulja Boy
him.
tell them, they listen.
Soulja Boy found a way. Now you can even plug this bad boy into your TV as long as it has those old AV jacks that everyone used to use before HDMI took over. So, but what the fuck's going on here? And how was Soulja Boy able to get all these publishers to come together and give him the legal right to use their titles so that they could all exist together on one magical console and handheld device?
He reached across the aisle.
Wow.
He Superman right across that aisle.
He reached across the aisle and reached into their pockets and took their wallet.
Yeah. So rebooted versions of old hardware, they're definitely a big thing right now with the success of the NES and Super NES classics selling really well, and with Sony just releasing their PlayStation Classic out to the world. But while those companies have an easier job of creating versions of their previous consoles because they own or can secure the rights to titles that they can then load onto their updated versions, this is most obviously not the case with the Soulja consoles. They are literally just emulators built by a company called Ann Bernick that are sold on sites like Alibaba's AliExpress and Amazon for a fraction of the price that Soulja Boy is charging for his branded versions. There's obviously no game licensing going on at all, and companies like this, they usually just fly under the radar until the publishers go after them to protect their IP. And as with most things, it's basically whack-a-mole with stuff like this. But Soulja Boy definitely, at the very least, brought some big-time attention to these consoles and the company that makes them.
Wow, Soulja Boy. Very cool.
He just, chooses to hilariously indicate that he developed this console or that it's his console.
Well, it is. He invented it. In a tweet sent out after debuting his new console to the world, and just before retweeting Lawrence Sontag's tweet about this exciting week for gaming, Soulja Boy said, "To the first person that purchased my console, you just brought tears to my eyes. Tears of joy. Thank you so much for your support. I promise to continue my tech company and evolve it in the gaming world. I'm just a kid with a dream.
He's 28, but I mean, that's still a kid.
Kid with a dream. Obviously, this tweet sparked our interest.
Yeah.
We had to catch up on the other various tech innovations that Soulja Boy has been working on and selling to his eager fans. So we went back to his website and found that not only are the consoles now up for sale there, but there are a few other items that you might recognize for sale as well, as all at rock bottom prices, considering that you're getting a branded piece of tech from a prominent celebrity.
Yeah, he put his name on it. He signed his name to it. He said, this is a good product, and I'm going to sell it to you at a rock bottom
That
price.
coveted Soulja Boy endorsement.
So here you go. There's the totally not obviously a ripoff of Beats Soulja headphones. Those come in at around $40. The Soulja Pad Android tablet for $166. The totally not Apple AirPod knockoffs called the Soulja Pods for $10.
What do you got to lose?
Your money. The totally not an Apple Watch Soulja Watch for $20. And of course, the Soulja Phone HT70. And that's a whopping $199.
What does the HT stand for?
Hot topic. I don't know. So I guess though the easy thing to say is that my Christmas shopping for all my relatives done.
Dad, you're getting a Soulja Pad.
Thank you, son.
This is from the Soulja Boy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously though, every single one of these products can be found for almost exactly half the price that Soulja Boy is listing them for on AliExpress, which is basically China's version of Amazon. So what's happening here is Soulja Boy's new tech company is essentially just a store page where he lists cheap Chinese knockoffs of products and doubles the price while claiming that they're from his brand. Also, I looked, there's no branding on these at all. It's literally just the exact items.
That's too bad. I would have loved to see what his logo looked like. So yeah, if for some reason you are interested in some cheap knockoffs or a portable console with 3,000 emulated games on it, you could just buy it for even cheaper than Soulja Boy is selling it for over on AliExpress. But don't be surprised when it craps out in a few days or weeks and you're left with useless garbage. Now, since this venture is somewhat new for him, and we're going to take a guess and say that he probably doesn't order a ton of this shit in bulk and is just sending the orders he receives over to the actual manufacturer or buying directly from AliExpress. Because of that, it'll be interesting to see how this new business pans out for him when things like his $20 Apple Watch knockoff either start breaking or just never arrive. So we'll keep you posted.
We're on Soulja Watch.
We're on Soulja Watch.
The real Soulja Watch.
Thank you for your service, Soulja Boy.
So it looks like he's just an intermediary for AliExpress. Like he saw AliExpress and he's like, I can get these tech products for I can get this watch for $10 and then I can just sell the watch on my site for $20. And then whenever someone buys the watch, I go buy the watch from AliExpress, get it shipped to me, or just put the person's shipping address right there on AliExpress.
This seems like a grift for someone of lesser status than Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
But I guess times may be tough.
Anyway, speaking of keeping you posted, we do have some updates on a story that we reported on recently regarding Fortnite. No! But before we get into that, we should get back to the news that we started hinting at the start of this episode. Secrets, they're hard to keep, especially in the video game industry because there's always a ton of influencers involved. And you know what? They sign NDAs, but oh well. Somehow, some way, info started leaking on something Epic Games was about to debut. So the Epic Games, they just made it all public before the big reveal was supposed to happen on Thursday night's Game Awards. This is actually pretty fucking cool. They're adding a creator mode to the game, which is, it seems pretty great, and it should make for some good videos as long as creative people take the time to actually produce something worthwhile with them. Fortnite had previously released their Playground mode, which was essentially a free play mode within the parameters of a normal game. You had a timer, you dropped in, and you could just kind of mess around with everything that already existed within the normal version of the game's Battle Royale mode.
Well, with Fortnite Creative, they're basically giving you a sandbox and all the materials needed to do whatever the hell you want with you and your friends. In their press release, they say that Creative Mode will allow players to design games, race around the island, battle your friends in new ways, and build your dream Fortnite on your own private island. And according to their video about the new mode, you'll basically have everything that exists in the game and a few extras at your disposal, so you can literally just create whatever the hell you want in there as long as it works with the materials. We had two obvious questions about this new mode that weren't clearly specified in the release materials, so we hit up some of the people behind Fortnite, like the games journalists that we are, ethical. And we asked them to clarify our questions for us.
Yeah, question one was whether or not you and your friends would be able to save your work and go back to it whenever you want. It would obviously suck if you spent a bunch of time creating an awesome track to race on, or a cool obstacle course to run through, or an epic backdrop for an in-game movie or skit that you plan on doing, only to have it erased as soon as you left that server. Now, we were assured that yes, you will be able to save your work and re-access it again at any time.
The next question was whether or not people will be able to share their creations with anyone they choose. This would be a massive hit, honestly, because you could just, see people sharing some amazing maps of whatever. Like we said, it would be a cool racetrack or, I don't know, something else. A recreation of legendary maps from other games, something like that. Theoretically, you could find an awesome creation like that on twitter.com or a subreddit or wherever. Download the file, play that person's map and creation with you and your friends, and have a great time. People have already started posting about how they're going to recreate Nuketown and other maps from popular games. This would be huge, and apparently, yes, this will be a thing.
Yeah.
Just not right now.
Not right now.
Working out the kinks. According to the response that we got, there are plans for creative save sharing in the future, but not right from the start. It's going to be something that they're working on and testing to make sure everything goes smoothly before it's made available. Probably to make sure there's no way to abuse that so you can cheat in the actual game.
I'm going to make a big old naked lady in it. We're going to drop out of her vagina.
So there's no word on when that's going to happen, but it'll definitely be cool to see and play what other people come up with, considering there are millions of people that are going to be building things with their friends. I could see a resurgence in the sort of like source filmmaker stuff that was real big like 8 years ago.
It'll be very cool for actual machinimas.
Yeah. Wow.
Using a game engine to create narratives. Or just racing around a really cool racetrack that someone built, or dropping out of a vagina, like I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now
Where are we birthing, boys?
Where are we birthing, boys? So now that the cool Fortnite news is out of the way, it's time for an update to a previous story that we reported on. A few weeks back, we spoke to you about how entertainers like Donald Faison of Scrubs and rapper 2 Milli were less than stoked about their signature dance moves being included in a game that pulls in record profits every month. And now a lot of you rightfully pointed out that Faison's dance from Scrubs was included as a free dance in the game, and therefore he wouldn't be entitled to financial compensation. But because, that would be because it wasn't sold, despite the fact that, mocap artists and anyone who contributes to a game in any meaningful way should probably be paid. Moving that aside, though, 2 Milli, on the other hand, his signature move was actually for sale in the game, so they were profiting off of it, and at the time, he wasn't sure exactly what he was going to do about it. Well, as of this week, it's being reported that 2 Milli is going ahead with a lawsuit against Epic Games, the results of which would definitely have a huge ripple effect for the game's developer and any other artist who could prove that their moves were original and were used in the game to make a profit.
Here we go.
Buckle up.
In a statement regarding the lawsuit, 2 Milli said, "They never even asked for my permission, and I'm thrilled to have David Hecht and his team at Pierce Bainbridge representing me to help right this wrong." Pierce Bainbridge, they sound pretty serious.
Yes.
Currently, there's no word regarding how much compensation 2 Milli is seeking.
I would say $2 million.
Probably about $2 million.
$2 million.
Sir, we're offering you $4 million.
Nope.
$2 million.
It's about the meme, not
doing it for the meme. But yeah, his attorney added that he and his firm are proud to stand up for African-American creatives whose expression and likenesses have been misappropriated. Epic is enjoying record profits off of downloadable content in Fortnite, yet has failed to pay or even ask permission to use artists' intellectual property and likenesses over many of its popular emote dances. So far, there's been no official response from Epic Games to any outlets regarding the lawsuit. They're probably looking for the phone, but just keep picking up bricks of money instead.
Oh, man.
Is this
phone's
phone?
under here somewhere.
These are all just giant bricks of cash.
But if you thought emotes were the only thing Epic could eventually get sued for, I guess you were flat out wrong. Because apparently they're also being looked at for using memes as inspiration for character skins in the game. Obviously, this one holds a lot less water than the dance moves thing because, well, it's hard to own a meme. It's hard to prove that you own a meme.
We all own the memes.
Yeah, especially if you're not the person that's featured in it. Regardless, and again, this is pretty much going nowhere, but regardless, the person who claims to have popularized the whole moth meme frenzy that took the internet by storm a few months back recently reached out to a legal advice subreddit to see if there was anything that could be done.
Not cool. In the post, which has since been deleted, the user, NoReason27, said, "Hi, I'm the guy who posted the original message photo of the moth, and I recently learned that Fortnite is making it into a character, and I was wondering if that was legal for them to do. And if so, what should I do to get compensated or them take it down? I already emailed them and I'm waiting on a response."
Sorry, our keyboards are under all this money. I can't find the keyboard to write the response back.
This was obviously spurred by the recent addition of a Mothman character and lamp axe to the game, but apparently the news is not good for the man behind the meme. Before the post was deleted, users indicated there was most likely no way to collect any royalties or expect Epic Games to take the skin down, since owning the copyright to an image does not mean owning the copyright to an insect.
Huh.
Boom.
And now that Fortnite news is completely done, oh god, there's more Bethesda fuck-ups.
Yeah, they made everything right, and it's all good now.
Okay,
They're
so
getting the bags to the people. Hey, Todd came through in the end, didn't he?
Hold on, Elliot. Now, this news article popped up as I was coming into the studio, so I have to basically read it here, and the coverage, it comes from...
People are already getting their bags?
No, Elliot, it is about the bags, but it's different. This is from Kotaku. Bethesda support leaks Fallout 76 customer names, addresses, and phone numbers.
How'd that happen?
All right, so the story goes, some of the people submitting tickets to get their replacement Fallout 76 canvas bag have encountered a surprise. They've been given access to parts of Bethesda's support system, including the ability to open and close tickets, as well as check out customers' personal information. The loophole has since been closed, but not before a number of users on Reddit and the company's forums claim to have been shown all kinds of things that they should have not have been shown. Someone here, they post an example that was posted. I am receiving every single one of your support tickets on my Bethesda account. Mostly it's your receipts for your Power Armor set requesting a new bag. These receipts contain all your info, your email, home address, and the card you used to buy this extremely glitched game. So yeah, that just came out on the way here. So hey, they went above and beyond. They said, you know what? Cool, we're giving you atoms. You know what? Cool, we're giving you the proper canvas bag. And you know what else?
You're giving you our back end. Here you go.
We're giving you all the information for all of our customers. Do with it what you will.
Here's everyone else's credit cards.
The most valuable information you could possibly get.
You could have avoided all this just by giving people the fucking bags. God.
Yeah.
Bethesda, you dumb fucks. And they this is a company we're supposed to trust to run an online game. Can't even fucking keep their support system behind a lock.
Yeah.
God
also,
damn.
apparently they've been doing what users are calling stealth nerfing the game. So they'll put out patch notes about things that they're changing that are positive, but apparently they didn't release any patch notes about stuff that they were nerfing. So people were shocked to find that certain things didn't work the way they used to after a patch.
I'm so disappointed in you, Todd.
Yeah, Todd. Come on, Todd.
Anyways, if you're watching this early on Thursday, be sure to check out the Game Awards at 5:30 p.m. Which time zone? Probably ours.
It's ours.
Over on Twitch. If you just want to watch an award show that breezes through the actual awards so they can show ads, product placement, and trailers, this is the one.
Yeah, but hopefully another drunk Frenchman can make a big scene. And actually release a decent game afterwards.
I didn't play A Way Out.
It was it's good for one playthrough with a friend.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you want to watch a real award show, though, well, you might get a little present.
Is this how you win?
Under your YouTube tree later this month. Who knows? What do I know? I'm just a micro-influencer.
Speaking of micro-influencers, we need to live. So check out the Patreon. You have until Friday if you want to get that sweet postcard or poster. Check out the junior producer and producer tiers. Otherwise, if you just want to, drop $5 or $10, that's fucking great. Helps the show survive. We really, really do appreciate it. Or click the join button below this video to become a YouTube member and get some emotes and a badge. Also, you're going to want to watch the past two videos we've done because they are a hoot. Yesterday on Tech News Day, we talked about how everyone on this platform is fucking rich except for us.
Can't see it, but I'm pulling my pockets out. There's nothing in them.
Well, you should be pulling up your bootstraps instead.
I know. Fuck.
That's the real ticket. Also, we covered the immediate death of Tumblr, and that story's only gotten worse because apparently there's lots of white supremacist stuff on there that's not getting flagged for removal. It's a mess. Check out those videos, and we will see you next time. Bye.